Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course we're playing Remnant Shadow, our Star Wars actual play. Going to start tonight off by doing intros for the characters, because I realized the intro to this stream doesn't actually have any of y'all's names, because it's done up Star Wars style, so you're in the credits afterwards. Also, anybody listening, to the audio later, I guess having you in the credits doesn't help anyway. So anyway, I'm your GM, Jason. And with me is Duba playing Doc. Rappy playing Keltzer. Jeremy playing Ozen. Eric playing Iria. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Alright.
I literally just hit random on fantasy name generate until I found one I like and went that one.
So we'll pronounce it how we want.
Yeah. I mean, you could just say the captain and it works just as well.
And when she arrives, Sarah will playing Io. Alright. Last week, I'm sure you all remember what happened. We had a speeder race that the captain won.
By a hair. On purpose, but yes.
It was relatively close race regardless, but yeah.
Yeah.
He made it look a little closer than it actually was. Though he had some excitement with a, bounty hunter entering the race at the last minute.
That thing got flattened.
Yeah. I was not expecting you to go kind of speed racer and just spring up in the air.
Hey, you gave me the racer with the option to go higher than normal.
I did.
But
while that was going on, there was also a fight going on in the pit. As a battle droid, well, a type of battle droid, I guess, showed up and started lighting the place up. Io made a discovery about Ozen, but then kind of worked to keep it quiet. So that's pretty well where we left off. Throughout the night, if you guys are monitoring the news at all, you would see footage of the bounty hunter.
Autant Corvus.
That was blanking on his last name. You saw footage of Corvus getting away. His armor's got jet boots.
He did survive.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of the local security forces tried to apprehend him. Initially, just because flying away since the assassination attempt, there's been a no-fly zone around the raceway. So when he tried to fly off, that drew their attention. But he hit their speeders with some sort of ion grenade, which temporarily shut the speeders down and allowed him to get away. Not that the captain would know that, but if you hadn't taken his vehicle out the round you did, he was going to chuck that grenade at you.
Well, okay then.
I waited one round too long to pull that out. So anyway, he disappeared. There's kind of an APB out for him. Because they have discovered that he had, essentially walked in and stunned the entire pit crew for the Starlight Gem, I think was the name of the vehicle he was in.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame that other person with the weird lightsaber opened that door for me to just be able to kick it down. Shame.
Yeah, you know, a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yep.
The news still has not talked about the Inquisitor and her crew. So someone must be suppressing that information.
Mm-hmm.
All of you would have been, along with the other pit crews, anybody else that witnessed it, have been asked to remain silent on it. Basically, they're, well, it would be national security exactly, but planetary security, sector security.
Mm. They've specifically asked us not to talk about seeing an Inquisitor.
Precisely.
They can go fuck
Not that they
themselves.
would have any proof she's an Inquisitor,
Sure.
but, you know, lightsaber. And if they check, you know, footage they've got, they would probably have her face on record.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got Otter in the chat. Hey, Otter.
Hey. Don't
So
do
anyway.
a hydrate. Don't unlock a hydrate. I'd have to go all the way out and get a water from someone else's room. Or drink champagne, and I'm not going to drink champagne on an empty stomach.
I'm not sure if champagne's good for hydrating you anyway.
It's not. Anyway,
so you've gotten back to your ship. You have the 2 sections of the droid with you.
Ozen would have grabbed the box gun.
Okay.
Just to like look at it, because it's a really weird weapon. Evocative of like the good old days.
Even in the good old days, this is just, it's an oddly designed, just square. You kind of just hold it out and press the button on top. You know,
Oh,
clearly
it's like one of those old timey cameras. It's like this.
Just about. It's specifically designed not to look like a gun. I mean, now an expert in firearms or weaponry, period, like the captain, yeah, he'd recognize it when he saw it.
I was gonna say, I'm actually gonna hold this up, like not pressing the button towards the captain, like hold it up, and like, Captain, how much do you think we can get off of this?
Well, that depends on whoever wants to buy it.
It would be something a collector would buy, maybe, but not a.
It's
Antique, and she like spins it and like hands it off.
probably the best thing I can do with it is break it down for parts.
Worth a shot. So
But,
so now I've learned the captain is a mundane gun runner and not like actually a collector of guns.
he knows guns because he likes the money they bring him.
Yes.
So, like I said, y'all got back to the ship. I can't remember. I know Ozen got injured. Did she need Doc to patch her up, or?
It's the damnedest thing. Doc can come look at her, and her life signs are fine. Because I never got past wounded, so I could just.
Okay.
At the end of the day, just heal. At the end of the day, at the end of the last session, I rolled because we were already reaching the end of the day that day.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled the healing dice, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Okay.
So I have to roll
you
a
just go
12
in and
on
change
that.
your shirt so the blaster burns on his nose.
Yeah. Kind of like buff out the vest a little bit.
Now, let's see. I believe Io had sent the bits of the robot ahead of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So Keltzer and Doc would have been at the ship when they arrived. And, you know, Io would have radio ahead and let you know they were on their way. If you cracked, would either of you have cracked the box open to look at it?
That's you guys,
Yeah, that's
Keltzer and
Rappy do.
Doc.
Yeah. So you said the droid parts came in before they did, right?
Right before the people. I
Yeah,
always send them ahead.
she would have them just kept in the area. The I guess lounge. I guess where the starfighter kind of would have been.
Okay, that
She would.
upper storage area.
Yeah, that's where she would put the parts
Yeah.
at. Kind of
Well,
keep it out of everybody's way.
it's parts only in that it's a droid cut in half.
Yeah.
But and if you glance at the
nice
box,
clean
you
cut.
recognize the droid. It's the one you and Doc ran into at the droid upgrade spot.
Oh shit.
Doc actually ran into him twice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. If Doc if Doc has seen this, he can be about as deterred as a as a droid can be. Be like, that's unnerving.
One nice clean cut, zoop, all the way from like hip up to shoulder.
Hmm.
But anyway, you pack the droids away. Unless y'all are gonna, head out and do anything in the middle of the night will pass uneventfully.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't.
Some of the medicines begin being delivered the next day, along with. I can't remember if the droids the captain ordered had shown up the day before, or if they were showing up today too.
The droids would have shown up the first day the medicines were.
Okay.
I think that's how we worked it out. Is they had gotten there a little bit before, so the loader droid would be loading the cargo into the cargo hold.
Right. Because you bought a loader droid, a missile's worth of buzz droids. Well, missile and all, you just kind of bought the whole thing.
Yeah.
You could theoretically load it up and launch it if you needed to.
In theory, yes, we could load it into the torpedo launcher and fire it at somebody.
And then you bought a couple of other scrapping oriented.
2 of the scavenger droids because they have 0G capability.
Okay.
So 1 trade loader droid, 7 buzz droids, 2 SM scavengers.
Excellent.
And I've kind of got this mental image of this like fighter bay in the Rubicon is probably just going to become like the droid bay at this point.
Okay.
Because that's probably where he's going to start stockpiling droids and such and kind of make it the ship armory, so to speak.
So that stuff starts coming in the next day. Ozen was invited out to lunch with Jord. He seems mildly depressed in some ways. Of course, the race is over, so him and Thrall are, packing up stuff.
They gotta go chase the next high.
Well, no, their vacation's about over. They go back to work. They work for a speeder company designing speeders.
Oh.
He mentioned that before. You just don't listen.
It's a little busy with the Inquisitor going down the fucking construction zone.
But yeah, this was just them on vacation, and they broke out the old speeder they used to race and had it fixed up.
Well, at least you still got it, sort of.
Yeah. Thal is, pretty annoyed that he didn't get to race.
How's he doing?
He's always fine. He's got his arm in a sling, but
taking a blaster bolt to the. I say that as somebody who also took a blaster bolt to the shoulder. You know, taking a blaster bolt to the shoulder will do that to you.
Yeah, he hasn't wanted to. Yeah, we got so much to do. He hasn't taken the time to, hit a back to tank or anything.
Is he still like? Where is he?
He was overseeing the white wheat being loaded in the ship when I left.
Gotcha.
We're gonna have some work to do on that when we get home. Not as much as that other gas car or other gas speeder, but
I'm
It's
not
definitely
sorry.
one of those. Just hear it off the wind. It's definitely one of those like you should see the other guy situations.
oh yeah, I've seen the footage.
It sure was something from what I understand. And from what the captain told me. I was a little preoccupied.
But anyway, he's a little down because he's heading back home. Probably not going to see you again. Though he makes sure, well, I think he'd already given you his comms, but
Well, hey, maybe we'll meet up at the next random planet that happens to have a race that happens every year?
well, he does have some more vacation time, but
Well, make your credits. You'll feel better when the money starts rolling in again.
he just kind of smiles at that. So anyway, you have a pleasant lunch with him. You say your goodbyes.
I don't have an Inquisitor pull up again.
No, this is a completely mundane dinner.
Okay, good.
Is there any other business anyone wants to take care of here on Kala?
Not that I can think of, sir.
No.
I'm good. I had my dinner. I had my 2 or 3 dinner dates.
And then you're off to your next adventure because in true Jedi fashion, no attachments.
No attachments.
Did said the bounty hunter escaped somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows where they are.
Nope, he dropped those 2 speeders and made his way into town. They're looking for him, but nobody has spotted him yet.
Okay. The captain will disguise himself again.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he will take the box that has the droid parts in it. And will hire a cab to take him to a droid repair place.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and point out, for the record, he has his knife and his blaster pistol on him. In case that comes up.
Now, were y'all planning to get him repaired somewhere, or was Io just going to handle the repairs?
Oh, no, this is a rare battle droid. Captain absolutely is going to get him repaired and serviceable.
And doesn't trust Io to do the job. Okay, I see how this is.
Well, he absolutely
Io,
trusts
who's not
Io with the that too, with the computer encoding portions of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a droid that has been cut in half by a lightsaber. That requires some physical work.
There's a little bit of welding that goes on there.
So
A little Bondo is fine.
Yeah, so he's going to be taking it to a droid shop to get that done.
Okay, well, yeah. Repair guy takes one look at it. What the crap happened here?
From what I'm told, a Sith Inquisitor cut it in half.
Well, there have been some. There have been some Imperials running around.
Well, At the end, it matters little to me. Salvage is salvage.
So you want me to scrap it or tape it back together?
I'd like to get it repaired if at all possible.
He starts, poking around the inside.
I understand it's a rather rare Mandalorian model, but
yeah, I don't actually recognize it. And he pulls over a computer, or a data pad, and he pulls up the basic information that you already knew about it.
yeah.
It was a separatist design model. Not very many were made. The Mandos used most of them.
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah, there aren't a whole lot of these.
Will you be able to repair it?
Yeah, it may take a day or two.
I've still got another day to. I still got another 1 to 2 days for the rest of my cargo to be shipped.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. Then he gets your information.
Mhm.
Has a couple of smaller droids haul it to the back.
I would also like to have a restraining bolt installed just in case.
Oh, I'm not working on any kind of combat droid without putting a restraining bolt on it.
I understand. I have seen people do much stupider things, though, so better safe than sorry.
Oh yeah, never hurts to check. You want me to give it a memory wipe or?
Do so, but download a copy of its memory for me.
Oh, we can do that.
Understood.
Well, assuming I don't know where the memory is located, assuming the memory didn't get bisected.
Yes. As long as the memory is intact, I would like a copy.
But,
It was functioning as part of a team with a bounty hunter, and I would like to see what hunts that hunter was taking.
Okay. Oh, the one from the Speedway?
Correct, yes.
Oh yeah, I saw the news on that.
That guy who just jumped on him was a fucking maniac.
There's a hunter that serves on my ship, and if there's any lucrative bounties that this droid might have, I'm sure she would appreciate the knowledge.
Hey, you ain't gotta explain it to me. You want a copy of your droid's memory, you get a copy of your droid's memory. But anyway, so he lets you know what the repair bill would be.
Okay. And what would be the repair bill?
That's a very good question. Because let's see, the droid itself would cost.
The droid itself is a T4, I want to say. I say T as in tier, but oh, what the hell am I looking in the PDF for? I know it's not in the Holocron wiki, but yeah, it's a 4th degree droid, which there's military droids, assassin droids, and security droids.
This would be military.
Okay, yeah, so it's a 4th degree droid.
All right.
I just don't think it's on here. I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember finding stats for the. I could find an entry for the droid, but not on like Wikipedia, but not a stats for it.
Yes, we'll just have to figure it out as we go along, huh?
Trying to remember what the T4s costed. It's going to be about half the cost of a new droid. But if you can find a collector that's interested in this sort of thing, you're confident you can make that up.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, assuming you don't just want to use the thing.
Well, that would depend on its combat statistics. I mean, at this point, considering everything coming at him, he's half tempted to see if he could find some droidicas.
Those are probably rare and probably restricted.
Probably. But, runner. someone comes storming the ship, he just opens the cargo hatch, just like, hi.
Is it legal to have those? Everything's legal if you don't get caught.
But I've seen them. That won't matter for long.
That sounds vaguely threatening.
He's a vaguely threatening guy.
Vaguely threatening is his vibe. That's fair.
Pretty much.
Alright, so you spend a couple days. Eventually, you get all the medicines that you're supposed to. Your cargo bay is pretty well packed.
Gotcha.
I was in check each and every one of them for like trackers because this is now the second time.
I was about to say, yeah. Check for trackers.
This is this game's version of check for traps. Check for trackers.
Check for trackers.
Trackers popped up one time, maybe twice.
Twice.
And now y'all act all paranoid about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Be paranoid about everything.
Alright, give me perception.
Search.
Also, I'm going to say, Jason, just as a flat out thing, this is you as the DM, GM, story guide, whatever you want to call it, depending on what game we're in. Every game we've been in with you, the nice, kindly mentor person has been like one of the big bads by the end. Every time.
Oh, let's see. I'll give you that for Genesis.
For sure.
Vampire.
Who was a bad guy in Vampire that was kind of... Oh, yeah, Grandma Dorcas.
Yeah.
Except I made it pretty clear that people were scared of her from jump. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but she was also kind of, nice, polite, cordial, and all that jazz,
That's true,
and
that's true.
had grandma vibes.
What about Scion? I don't remember there being one in Scion. See?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 21 on my search roll.
Alright.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all. You don't find any trackers this time around.
It's just like doing a once over every time one of them comes by, just like K.
Every time I open and shut the door, I go check and make sure no trackers have gotten on board.
Yeah, exactly. It was one thing when it was like in hut space. That makes sense. When there was one at the goddamn race.
Well, he'd been there the day before. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Captain, you go back, you get a call from the repair shop that it's finished. Roll me 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see. Well, basically, the droid has got some protections on its memory. So you're rolling for the mechanic, or for the repair person, to see if he realizes that and can bypass the security, or whether the droid winds up wiping himself when he tries to copy it.
If he does notice it... No, never mind. He would be wiping it. Never mind. Okay.
Alright, 15 is the number to beat.
I got exactly that.
Ooh, a tie.
I mean, he made the DC.
Well, it's a competitive thing.
Hmm.
I usually give the players the advantage, but this is two NPCs basically rolling against each other.
Yeah.
He tells you he ran across some security. There were some issues. He doesn't have. He didn't get its full memories. He got a partial download. he's sorted out the corrupted stuff, so he's awful sorry about it. He got what he could. He didn't even think about there being extra security on one of these things.
Right.
Looks like it was an upgrade from stock.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Do you have any stats to give to it, or?
I was using regular battle droid stats for it last week.
Oh, the B2?
I think so. Let me see. I pulled it up on.
Because there's a lot of them. I said this is a military droid. There's the B2 super battle droid.
Let's see. I think that's the page I had it on. I'll throw it in the chat for you.
Okay, that'd be helpful. Ah. Okay. A B1 battle droid.
Yeah, there would technically be some differences, but for his basic combat stats, that's what I was using.
Understandable.
I forgot about the fact that y'all take every pet you can possibly find in these games.
We've
So I
done
didn't
it
think- I didn't
3
think about
straight
that.
campaigns in 3 different systems.
Also, I'm involved.
Clearly, that means next year I have to run cute fuzzy seizure monsters. This Pokemon knockoff game, from years back. I can't remember who did it. Or no, it was a supplement for Big Eye Small Mouth, I think. Cute fuzzy seizure monsters.
That sounds about right.
It was back around the same time that you were finding out that a couple of Pokemon episodes had caused those seizures over in Japan.
I see. Okay.
Anyway, that's for next year. But anyway, you pick the droid up.
I'll say I'm still going to submit Lancer for next year. Just
who knows what'll come out before then.
I'm pretty stuck on Lancer. Not gonna lie.
So you arrive. The repairman, he gives you the data pad with the memories on it. BL-17 walks out. Very stiff and formal. It's a fresh droid.
Yeah.
The mechanic does a couple of things so that 17 will or BL will recognize you basically as its owner.
Okay, so it was BL what?
I believe it was BL-17. I will double check to be sure.
BL-17.
Yes, BL-17.
Okay.
BL series Battle Legionnaire.
Okay. Yeah, if the stats we're going with are the same as it being a B1 battle droid, he might try to find a collector for it.
Yeah, the only modification I can think of off the top of my head for the is where the baseline battle droid's got the very limited intellect brain. This guy's got more of the just normal human range.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Like the personality-wise, he's very flat at the moment because it's basically a fresh install.
Makes sense.
So yeah, he gets him programmed to recognize you as his owner. Greetings, sir. I hope I can be of service to you.
Yes, you will be following me back to my ship.
Of course. And of course, he's got the restraining bolt, the visible restraining bolt on him. The repair shop throws that in no charge since they kind of he feels like he bungled the data retrieval part a little bit.
Okay.
But he, the
he'll
droid's polished, looks
okay.
brand spanking new.
About to say polished. Does it get like a new coat of paint?
Yeah, he's got him done up pretty fresh. You can't tell. There's no scar. You can't tell where he was welded back together.
Fair enough. All right, he will take him back to the ship.
Okay. You step out front. Probably had the cab waiting because this, wasn't something that should take very long.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of you back to the ship. Captain comes back in with his Legionnaire droid walking behind him.
Oh, not again.
Ah, fantastic. It is great to see that I will have new friends/companions.
When you say that, he looks at you. Greetings, I'm BL-17. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is mine. Why is my brain shorting?
You're trying to remember your designation.
Trying to remember the definition. He responds in kind of, I am MD5 or Doc.
Pleasure to meet you, Doc. Are you owned by the captain as well?
I work for the captain, my actual owner, and he'll point to her. Like, that is my actual owner, who is currently working for yours.
Oh.
I have found the stat block.
So you're saying I have seniority over you?
Allow me to link it to you.
Oh, did somebody actually stats up for the...
It is significantly better than the rattle droid.
That is the DM's discretion to decide.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Well, I mean, it comes with an internal first aid kit, retractable finger blade, a built-in signal jammer.
Oh, yeah, I did. I always look at all the equipment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll go with that then.
So yeah, we're keeping this. Seriously, what if its skills is artillery?
It doesn't come with any artillery pieces, though.
Well, I know that, but still.
You have to buy the rocket separately.
Yeah, 4th degree battle droid.
So anyway, later that day, the last of the medicine finally shows up. They get you all loaded up. Where they had the planet on lockdown after the assassination attempt, they had to ease up on that, the day before. So you are free to leave when you please.
Okay. Once everybody is aboard,
Ready to go.
Now, while the captain was gone, the rest of you on the ship, if anybody was monitoring like the local news,
Yeah.
they've been talking about more of the Founders Day festivities, which is just about over. The race was kind of the last big event, and there's still a lot of talk about the races of how interesting it was. But a news report does come up of 5 bodies that were found on one side of town. A couple of them were shot and some of them seem to have been poisoned. They were all suspected underworld,
Underworlders.
I'm blanking on my words now. Anyway, gangsters.
Well, Kubri's been busy.
And yeah, if you poke around, they're not affiliated. They were not affiliated with the Hutts in any way.
Right. Interesting.
Yep.
Mm.
And the theories are that it was just a mob hit, on other mobsters. It's not actually that big a story.
It's just like one of those whatever next
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Look at this person who tripped over a banana.
Scumbags taking each other out.
Yep. Yeah, Ozen would were they found by the construction site?
No, it was not near that side of town.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Because that would have been like, huh. How interesting. Ozen probably still thinks it's imps, but whatever.
No, it was over on the less affluent side of town.
Mm.
Where the Imperial base had been initially built outside of town, but the city has kind of expanded. They're trying to make that like an upscale, event area, merchant area sort of thing. But anyway, nothing to do with y'all.
No, nothing at all.
So you take off without incident. You get into orbit. The sky is more crowded now than when you arrived.
Is it a bunch of imp ships? Since they're the ones that did the blockade, right?
No. The local government stopped anybody from going in.
Okay,
there
the
and going
local
out.
government did the blockade.
Yeah. That was not a blockade. So I mean, you had
It was kind of a blockade.
Corpsec ships up there, but no, there is a handful of Imperial ships up there.
I do want to say that before we left, the captain would have taken his time to check his ship for any kind of trackers. Him and R2 and all that.
The outside of the hull and all that jazz. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't find anything.
Okay.
But like I said, busy sky, more ships leaving than coming in at the moment.
Gotcha.
But you kind of had a backlog of people, trying to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You move out, you jump into hyperspace. You don't notice any ships that seem to be paying more attention to you than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are gone. You are headed back to King Groix.
Yep.
Shoot, I forget how long the trip was.
It wasn't too long because it's in the same sector, right?
I think it said it was a few hours.
Mm.
But first part of the trip, it's quickest because you're on one of the major trade routes.
I'll say during that time, during the travel time,
Mm-hmm.
The captain would, Iria would have gone to his room and checked the data pad for the droid's memories. See what he got.
You get a decent chunk of his older memories.
Mm-hmm.
So you find some, you get some footage of what you assume is the Siege of Mandalore. Jumping ahead some, you actually see footage of Thal and Jord.
Okay.
You see, during that same time period, you see another Mandalorian that owned this droid. You realize pretty quickly that Boba Fett was one of its previous owners.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You see in the scenes with Jord and Thal, you see the White Witch. And then Thal and Jord had a couple of had like a protocol droid and an R2 unit. The last bit you get from that is one of the other droids. It's got the box gun out, threatening some of the other droids, and then they drop a bunch of scrap on it. The next memory you get is it in a repair shop.
Okay.
Not the repair shop you took it to, but another one.
Yeah.
You get a flash of it on another ship. You see Corvus. It seems to be taking its marching orders from Corvus. And then its more recent memories start kind of breaking up. You get just a little bit here and there of the fight. You see it shooting at Io, and her ducking behind this big tool thing.
Okay.
You see it shoot Ozen at least once. Let's see what else would it do. I know what you're wanting the captain to see, and I'm trying to decide how much of that. Even or odd?
Asking me or asking Captain?
Take odd.
All right. So if it's even, you don't see anything that would specifically contradict the story you've been told. Odd, you may see something a little suspicious.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
All right.
So yeah, the last image you get is it hitting Ozen? At that point, I think Ozen still had the baton because you attacked it with the baton first, didn't you?
We're trying to use it. Trying to whack with the baton. And it wasn't like it was like parrying away.
Yeah. So you don't see anything that specifically contradicts. But you also don't spot the Inquisitor. So,
Okay.
Now, anyway, fewer days travel. You arrive back at your employer system. You're not picking up any other ships in the system.
Okay.
Not that it would be hard for them to hide. There's asteroid belts, there's moons, there's all kinds of places on the planet they could park. There's nothing just visibly in orbit. Nothing scans you as you approach.
Gotcha.
Of course, there's no way to radio ahead because these people don't have radios. So you just head back down for the city towards the city of Ashmar. And there is quite a sight greeting you as you arrive. Outside the city walls, there's a lot of fires. In fact, there's a lot of people outside the city wall. One might even say an army of people outside the city walls. But the closer you get, the more obvious it becomes that Ashmar is under siege.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So this is a group of people that are in between me and my employer.
Well, you
Yeah?
can fly over them, so it's not like they're really doing anything to you.
Oh, I know.
That
Do
other
they have-
shell of a ship still there?
Do they have siege engines?
They seem to be in the process of constructing them.
Okay, cool. Are any of them standing up right now?
Yes.
All right. He will flip on the deflectors, and he'll just through the siege engines.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, you zip down through there.
They're like feudal era. It's like taking a
They're like
an RPG.
they're like Bronze Age. I mean, these are like primitive catapults they're building.
It's like taking an RPG to a catapult.
Standing between him and his employer.
Yeah, I guess.
He doesn't care who's right, who's wrong, but that guy's got my money.
Basically.
So yeah, you do a little like half circuit,
Mhm.
you know, through the army, just smashing their siege things. You see the little, you know, bird / dinosaur people jumping out of the way. One group manages to kind of spin the catapult and fire a rock off at you, but you know they miss by a mile.
Mhm.
As you arc back up, you see some people on the walls of the city cheering.
He will hover the ship just to see if that army's going to leave.
They pull back from where the ship is. They do not seem to be going into full retreat.
Okay. And then he will.
A few of the bolder archers are actually shooting at your ship.
Are they firing crossbow bolts at us?
Do
Yeah, some
I
kind of
see?
bows.
Do I see which ones are shooting?
Oh, sure. I mean, you're not that high up. I'm picturing you being, you know, city wall high, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, your deflector shields, you know, they're only just reaching you good anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. He will go land the ship in the plaza by the palace after that.
You come in and land. Several palace representatives run out. Like I said, the people on the wall were like waving and cheering as you flew over.
Mm.
But you land and are greeted by, let's see, was it Barden, the guy y'all talked to last time? It was one of the, he's one of the names I've got written down. Or was Barden the hunter?
I don't know. The only people I've been writing down are the people that Ayrton would care about. People who pay him money.
Yeah.
So who's the person who paid him money?
That would be the king.
Might have been Hellrun, you admit. We're going to say it's
Hellrun-
Hellrun that approaches you anyway.
Say Hellrun was the guy that found us out in the forest.
Okay, in that case it's Barden then.
Okay.
Because I only named like 2 guys on this planet other than King and the Jedi. All right, in that case, the king, one of the king's viziers or advisors, Barden,
Mhm.
you know, approached, you know, that you've talked to before, He approaches you. Captain, we're so glad to have you back.
Let's see, you all had some fun while we were gone.
Yes. Apparently, some of the neighboring cities have become convinced that our king already had a cure. Some of this is simply that we were not being hit as hard as some of the surrounding cities. And then some of that may be some of these other cities may have informants in the palace. Though for them to have mobilized this force so quickly, clearly they were already planning something.
Well, you don't really need to worry about their siege implements.
Oh?
Yeah, dropped in a little too close to the ground. They got in my way. You know how it is.
Oh, how dreadful for them.
Yes, indeed.
But please, the king will want to see you immediately.
Right. And then he will turn, give orders to the loader droid to start getting the medicine.
No, he has the cure, so
If I remember
now
correctly.
they're technically right.
Semantics.
Mm-hmm.
This thing that has a lift of 13 dice.
Ridiculous.
Has a strength of 7.
So yeah, it's bringing off crates of medicine.
And he will tell BL-17 to follow him.
Does it still have its restraining bolt on?
Once he reviewed everything, he would have removed the bolt.
Okay. And yes, Io would have had time to go over the programming, make sure there's nothing hidden. And
yeah.
Immediately goes on a killing spree.
He prefers the term rampage.
Yeah, but he would have given BL-17 a blaster rifle as its primary armament.
Not the box blaster?
No.
The box rifle is not that good. It's its own tier with like a sporting rifle.
Yeah,
sporting
he would have
blaster.
given an actual blaster rifle.
Yeah. Now, once again, when you get a thrown in, they're like, we'll need you to leave your weapons out here, kind of thing. Like last time.
Yeah.
Last time, I'm hiding my lightsaber.
And like last time, he will tell them he's not giving up his dagger.
They seem to have anticipated that.
Mm-hmm. He will hand over his pistol, but he will not give up his dagger.
One of them tries to take BL-17's rifle, and he just looks over at you. Sir?
Let him have it. These are friendlies for now.
Hate that term.
The servant takes it. BL just watches him walk off with it. I'll be getting that back.
I see you got your personality back.
I mean, honestly, from looking over the droid, Aira knows that this droid is armed still because he literally has like Wolverine claws.
Well, more like Lily Deathstrike.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I just. Which honestly isn't that bad. It's 3D plus 2 for damage.
But
not terrible.
But at this point, you're allowed into the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
King Groix gestures you forward. Please come forward, Captain. They tell me that you're already unloading the medicines.
Yes.
And a messenger from the wall says you've even helped us out with the siege.
I was tempted to start shooting, but I didn't feel like getting nagged at.
Oh, no one on this side of the wall would have done any nagging.
No, but the people I live with will.
Ozen trying to stifle it. I would have also said Ozen for fun would have like pulled an arrow out of like the chassis somewhere of the ship, just like kept it.
If it even got there.
It wouldn't have gotten through the deflector shields.
Fair enough.
Just the stuff the ship has to keep particles in space away from it would have taken care of such a slow-moving projectile.
Mm-hmm.
The king goes, I hope there were no complications while you were gone. You made good time.
There were a few, but we got here a little later than planned.
Yes, I'm sorry you came back to such a mess. The coalition out there claims that they're responding to rumors that I had a cure.
Well, now you do.
Well, yes. Though if they heard rumors about me sending you off, that's a pretext. They'd had to have already been putting this army together. No doubt Blonde is behind it.
Well. So what's going to be my pay for this?
What was it y'all had agreed to?
We technically didn't. It said he gave us enough silver to pay for 100 tons worth of the medicine plus the enzymers. And that we would work out the price for being hired upon return.
Okay. He'll pay you 15,000 credits for the work.
I destroyed the siege engines on the way in. Make it 20 and you have a deal.
You see one of his accountants at the side kind of go,
It's that much of a problem, I could lower it to 1750 or 17,500.
He'll agree to that.
Okay.
The accountant doesn't look much happier, but
He looks at the account and says, it's expensive out in space.
Clearly.
Me now with enough credits to completely zero out the account with the hut with money to spare.
If only it were that easy to get away from a hut.
Well, he's pointedly not mentioning to the hut that he could do that.
But
Just like fly by now Hutta and just throw a credit thing down there. Here you go, bastard.
That'd be a great way to start just gang violence on the I'm not gonna lie. Just a credit chit.
just crop dust them with money.
I'm just imagining it's like that thing like with the dogs around. It's like, wait. Before we tear each other apart, let's see if it's worth it. One of them opens it up, whole bunch of credit chits. It's worth it.
All right, so your loader droid unloads the ship. Some of the king's people start, taking the medicines in. They have a spot, basically like a vault within the palace where they want to set up the Enzymers. Some of their medics and intellectual types are there, so Doc can show them how to run the machines. These are new Enzymers. They should be good for several years. Rechargeable power cells, all that kind of jazz. The king is not going to have like a full-on feast that night because they are still under siege. Though with the siege engines destroyed, they probably got a few days where they really have to worry about anything major. But you were all, of course, invited. Guests of honor, as it were. There is some celebrating in the streets of the city because of course, the medicines are almost immediately being dispersed out to the hospitals. Giving people who probably would not have survived another day or two, a fighting chance at least.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything anybody wants to do before the feast?
Here? Absolutely not. Ozen's more than a little uncomfortable in this area. Just a bunch of people like there's a feast here and there's like people raining arrows like 30 feet that way.
The captain seems perfectly chill. It's like this is a Tuesday.
It's a lot more than 30 feet. This is a walled city. And then y'all are at like the Citadel walled castle area, in the middle.
Still very unnerving to know that there's like a siege going on that way and there's a dinner going on that way.
People gotta eat, man.
Gotta eat. People also gotta do more stuff.
I'll say
Shelter's fine.
Does
That's
Ozen
what-
mention that?
There.
He just looks like really uncomfortable in this grand hall as we get ready to eat.
Fair enough.
Doc would not attend the banquet. He'd be going with the loader, bot, and everything. If they're moving the medicine.
Moving the medicine, getting the Enzymers up and running.
He'd be doing that over standing in a corner of, well, I get to watch the organic seed. This is fun.
But what if somebody chokes? They haven't invented the Heimlich maneuver yet.
Objectively not true.
Objection overruled. Anyway.
There's one thing, while we're eating, Ira would mention to the king. There's one other thing I would like as payment that isn't silver on your part.
We've settled the account. What else is it that you wish?
I would like a blade forged by one of your smiths.
Oh, simple enough, I suppose.
Not a standard infantry sword, mind you, but a rather nice one. I'm a bit of a collector with weapons.
Oh, of course. We will have our finest bronze smiths get to work on it.
You assumed he wasn't. He
Fair.
never said
That is
he
fair.
wasn't.
That is fair.
Ozen has never been in his room.
No. For good reason. That's weird on so many levels.
Okay, so the meal goes on, and there's speeches and toasts, and there's some dancers and some acrobats. Really, the only thing different from this and one of his regular feasts is lower number of people here, and a lot of the higher ranking folks are dressed like they could get up and go. They could get up and run to a fight if they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
They're not wearing armor, but the armor is like over there in the corner just in case.
Yeah.
Was that one video of it's like Prince Harry or whoever like getting an interview? Then he has to like take off his stuff real quick to go get a gun and like run. It's kind of what I'm picturing here.
But so you're on like the third course of the meal. Food is good like always.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all would give me perception, just straight perception.
All right.
Sure.
That's not ominous at all.
No reason it would be.
Oh hey. I got a 13.
Got 10.
All right.
The other two are a little occupied. I actually don't think MD5 would be there.
Okay. Keltzer, what did you get?
Sorry, what happened?
You were making a perception check at dinner.
Yes.
Just straight perception.
Yeah. That. 8. Oh wait, never mind. That's 5, 10, 12.
Okay.
12.
All right. So Ozen got a what?
13.
Captain got a
10.
Keltzer got a
12.
And Captain, give me a roll for BL-17.
Sure. Six.
Ouch.
It only has a perception of 2.
Yeah, he's not super. Okay. All right, so speechifying is going on.
Mm-hmm.
When you have let's see, who all would be at the table? Give me just one second while I grab the
Hold on a quick second. I got a phone call.
All right.
Terribly sorry about that. Boss just randomly called.
Good.
Tell him you're off the clock. You ain't getting paid to put up with him. Hang up on him.
Yeah. So that's legitimately what I would do.
I don't put it with
do
you for
not
free.
tempt me. Do not tempt me.
This is actively me tempting you. That is actually like bullshit. I worked retail. I know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. is. That's the first one.
Honestly, waiting for Sarah to like pop in randomly, like, "Hi, I made it." As like the little replacement action.
Yeah, what she sent to me is going to be longer than expected. Don't depend on me to be there for things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
ever predict when your vehicle's gonna break down on you.
Well,
Not
apparently
so
they.
much. Not so much that as it's the people who were working on said vehicle were incompetent nincompoops.
Well, considering they sent her a text like a half hour before they got started, saying they'd already gotten started.
Yeah.
That was already a sign.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the king is giving a speech when suddenly he gives a little jerk, reaches up behind his back and pulls what looks like some kind of little dart out of his neck.
Mm.
And then starts kind of wobbling on his feet. Captain, I need you to give me well, if you want to actively dodge.
Yes, I would like to actively dodge.
All right. Roll me a dodge, team.
15.
All right. So it is 15 plus the. So I didn't take their range modifiers into effect. All right. You see the king do that, and you kind of, I'm picturing you kind of, sitting back, kicking back in your chair, a dart.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it pass by your ear, it thunks into the table, and it's, it's a little something like a blowgun dart sort of thing.
Okay, so it looks definitely primitive dart.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like something the locals could possibly make.
Understood.
And it was clearly coming up from a high angle down.
Right.
All right, so that was that one. That was the one that hit the king. That was the one that tried to hit you.
Hello, Sarah. Hi, Decca. You called it.
I know I did.
What?
Swish.
Hi.
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 Hello.
We
I fear what I walked into.
we are
You
at
should.
a feast for bringing the medicines, and apparently we're getting ambushed by primitives because the city was under siege when we arrived.
Fantastic. Looking forward to this.
And Decca went, watch Sarah pop in, like, in the middle of this. And I'm like, nah, the people working on her car are kind of, nincompoops, and then here you are. And I went, well, let me just eat my hat now.
Yeah.
Swish.
Vehicles are fun.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
I'm going to assume it was something very simple that could have been done faster.
Oh, we'll explain later. We have stuff to kill, probably.
Yeah.
Or talk to. You could always talk to him. Why do you always go for killing?
Here I go killing again.
Exactly.
Let me know when you get on Zoom.
Oh, do you want me on Zoom?
Oh, sure.
Okay, give me 1 minute then.
All right.
He said he rigged it specifically so that you just slide right in.
I copied the main
All
game
right.
scene and have it set up for like one less person. So we should be able to switch over to the full crew scene.
Then
everything
give me a
will be lined up.
second to get lights on and curtain up.
Yeah, no problem.
Aye.
In the meantime, let's see. Ozen,
Firing it. Okay.
are
That's
you
what I
going
was
to dodge?
just about to ask.
I mean, you just saw the captain go, whoop!
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, she'll dodge.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
2d plus 2. That is
Holy
7
shit.
on my dodge roll.
I'm looking at more of the stats on this Legionnaire. It has a move of 25 and costs 15 grand.
Oh, he's expensive.
Yeah, he is.
But I guess he does have a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so... it misses you.
I immediately look up. Can I say anything?
Give me another perception check. Or this time give me a full search check.
Search. All right. 3, 6. Balls roll. 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. That's balls for me because I have 60.
Also, provided we survive this, if these are the people from the siege, they just signed their death warrants. Because he will be getting in the ship, taking off, and then proceeding to open fire.
Oh boy, here we go murdering again.
Yeah.
Alright, what did you get total frozen?
4, 8, 12, 14, 15.
So, much like with the captain, you can tell from the angle that the dart came past you.
Right.
That it's coming up from above. So you look up and it's big vaulted ceiling, big rafter type, stonework and all that jazz. For a second, you thought you saw some movement up there, but you're still not seeing exactly where it's coming from.
Is there a which way? Like movement? Left, right?
Just as you started looking out of the corner of your eye, you thought you saw something move, but then when you focused on it, everything seems to be still.
Okay. Then she will kick back the chair, assuming it's not one of those, like, kick back the chair and then go under the table. Just pulling people down. I imagine we're on, like, this big banquet table, yeah?
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
So then, yeah, she'll, like, kick back the chair behind her and get under and start pulling, like, yanking at people to come down.
Alright.
Mostly the people who aren't in her party, because she trusts her party to, like, return fire if need be or whatever. She's
Well,
mostly getting, like, the dignitaries and whoever to
The
get under the
guards
table.
still have our weapons.
Look me dead in the eye and tell me yeah.
Well, he has his dagger still.
You said he had his blaster.
Yeah, but he gave his blaster over.
Oh, okay.
He still has his dagger. Because he flat out said he's never giving that up
Sure.
to
Okay.
anyone.
So the queen takes a dart.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Let's see. It's a toss-up between Keltzer and Io. And Io's player is currently here, so... Congratulations.
Okay, what am I rolling?
You probably want to roll your dodge.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling that. What is happening?
There
Blow
are
darts.
Blow
All
darts.
Fantastic. 11.
Alright, so that's 11 plus range. Ooh, you tied. So the dart hits you, but it embeds in a particularly thick part, maybe it's a thick part of your coat, or maybe you've got some piece of leather. So it strikes you and sticks in the clothing, but does not actually penetrate through.
I'm keeping this. And ducking under a table.
You see a couple of guards grab the king and pull him under, and he's...
I imagine some of the darts just ping off of BL-17. Because he doesn't really need to dodge.
If Kelser's in her
Enough dodge.
Mandalorian armor, she really doesn't need to dodge either. She's like, it's all metal, baby.
You're at dinner, though. She probably had the helmet off.
That's fair.
But the only one that can get away with not dodging is Doc.
Ping, 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 ping.
And he's elsewhere in the palace helping them set up the Enzymers. And
Mhm.
Ah,
teaching them how to use the machine.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, the captain got the battle droid. He got the BL-17.
chat boys.
Yeah, he got BL-17 fixed up.
Fantastic. No
It's not
concern
gonna
about that
backfire
at all.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
gonna be fine.
He had
I sent
the
you the
droid's
stats.
memory wiped, and a copy of it downloaded for himself. But the repair guy triggered some extra security, so he only got a partial download. So yeah,
Back.
he saw some fun stuff, like the fact that Boba Fett used to own the droid, that the droid had run into Thal and Jord way up earlier. But the more recent the memories got, the more sketchy they started getting. So there's he got a couple of images of it shooting at you and shooting at Ozen, but nothing of its actual, incapacitation.
Yeah. He also saw a distinct lack of Sith.
Yeah.
But there were like big gaps, so there could have been a drive-by Sithing. You don't really know.
Drive-by Sith.
Drive-by Sithing.
That's a word.
Ooh, now I'm picturing the way hooligans will drive around and, like, at least they used to, lean out of windows
Like
and
with the baseball bats.
hit mailboxes with baseball bats. Now I'm picturing doing that with a lightsaber.
The Sith comes by with a speeder on a lightsaber. Just shoo.
You find that old guys out there the next morning complaining about it as they tack weld their mailbox back together.
Good grief.
That's how they get you started in the dark side. They get you to do it's harmless pranks at first. And at some point you start killing people.
Goes from
Harmless pranks.
TPing trees to just killing younglings.
Ray, just with the Youngling Slayer 9000.
What about the younglings they should have ducked?
They can only get so low to the ground. Some of them are really short.
Welcome to Tuesdays, because I did see there's quite a few people in here. So hi, welcome.
Yes, hi. Hello.
This is par for the course for Tuesday.
Welcome to the shenaniganry.
Yeah.
We've had a couple people follow while we've been playing.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Happy to have you.
I don't know why I decided to just try to go for vampire, but whatever.
Wrong game.
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all are under the table, and you hear a few more darts hit the table, and there's a few guards that come running in, and some of them take darts.
I want your weapon, Captain.
That'd be nice.
BL-17 is still just kind of standing out there, unable to locate target.
Right.
Several of the guards keep dropping a word. The higher class folk around here pretty much speak what is it, Galactic Standard?
Yeah.
Heavily accented, but clearly it's the way to show your upper class is to be able to speak, the off-worlders language.
I'm just hoping Ozen's pulled down enough dignitaries so that they're not all going unconscious.
But anyway, several of the guards keep saying the word Traka.
Raka.
But there's archers out. Every now and then, one of the archers will take a shot. But like I said, there was 3 or 4 guards in the room. The last of them finally drops, and you hear kind of that noise of somebody rappelling, with the ropes, and something heavy lands on several somethings land on the table. As they step off the table, you see, it looks like the legs of the locals. But the color, as you're watching, the color is changing. from the color of the stone walls to something looks more like the typical skin tone
Okay.
of the what was the race's name? The Amnot.
Hmm.
And they're mostly seem to be converging on the side of the table y'all were up close to the king. And the king is having a little bit of a fit under the table. Everybody that's been hit by the darts.
It's like a seizure.
Kind of minor. It's like they're kind of spasming slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of the king's advisors. We have to get the king and queen out of this room. Can you call Doc back? He might be able to do something about the poison. I think I know what they're using, but we don't have very good treatments for it.
Yeah. The captain would call. Is one of the people like walking near the captain?
Yeah, several of them are up close to that end of the table.
Okay. Captain would send out a call. Like he'll tap the column, and he'll go. Doc, throne room now.
Affirmative. Onward.
And if they aren't paying attention to where the captain is, he'll spring out from under the table with his dagger.
All right.
So wait, who's gotten hit with this poison? Because I was away on the phone call.
None of
None
us.
of us did.
I have a
Okay.
dart though. I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the king and queen got hit. And there's been several guards hit since then. They tried to hit Ozen, the captain, and Io. Technically, Io, when she died, just tied. So technically the dart hit her, but it embedded in her clothes and didn't go all the way through. You know, it hit a bit of leather or something that kind of caught it.
Yeah. And I guess kills her because of the armor she wears. It didn't hit her.
Well, there were only so many shots fired.
Ah, gotcha.
We were actually doing a toss up between Kelser and Io, and Io just happened to be here, so.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that phone call.
It's okay.
No
Be like that.
But
It do be like that.
all right, so initiatives.
Do I get the surprise attack?
I'll say the first one you go after doesn't get to dodge.
Okay.
So using a melee weapon, you still have to hit the target number for the melee weapon.
Yeah, I did look it up. This particular dagger is an easy difficulty weapon, which I think I have to hit a 5.
It's
Okay.
the same as the baton that I don't have on me.
Right.
All right. All right, now where did I put the combat? You know, I printed these things. There it is, combat signal. I printed these things out so it'd be easier to have.
Yeah, and I have the
There's
stats.
so many
of
charts on every page that you're still having to look to see what it is.
Now the stats of BL17 up.
All right. Declare action for. That's right. Dexterity or I forgot. There's not initiative rolls per se.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we start declaring actions from lowest dex to highest. And I believe out of our group, I believe.
Kelser.
Yeah, Rappy's the highest, followed by Sarah, I think.
If I have a 3 dexterity.
It goes Rappy, me, Io
yeah,
and
yeah.
BL17 tie. They both have 3. Ozen, then Doc, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If I remember
because
the
Ozen
order
at least has
correctly.
the +1.
Yeah.
Or sorry, +2.
You said BL17 was where?
BL17 has 3 in dexterity.
And to pull up the Lady Deathstrike clause.
Hmm?
Shink. The Lady Deathstrike clause.
Yep. Yeah, Zay, that's the thing we figured out. This thing had a lot more on it than we thought it did.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. And
Uh,
Sarah,
Weaponized.
you said IO
Retract-
was 3?
iOS 3, yes.
All right.
It has
Weaponized
retractable finger
Swiss Army
blade.
knife.
Retractable finger blades, an internal first aid kit, and a built-in signal jammer.
Eric, what was the captain's?
The captain's is 3D +1.
3D +1. All right, so it goes
3D + 2.
rapid and then assassins.
Oh boy.
They're very dexterous.
That's how we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
We
so
have
going
no
lowest to
weapons,
highest.
right?
All right, Doc, you're running to. I assume you're just running to the throne room.
Yeah, he's just running to the throne room and trying to do his thing.
Are you calling to get anybody else's attention? Like you were showing some guys how to use the Enzymers. Do you just take off, or do you tell them something's going on? And you...
Oh no! Before he would run off, if there was like any like personnel of the kingdom there, he'd be like, "Unfortunately, there has been some type of commotion. I do believe something is wrong with your lord." And then he would dash at that point.
All right. So yeah, you have a little trail of people following behind you. You know, a couple of the doctors, some of the guard. What is Ozen going to do?
Oh boy. I think Ozen's gonna find like. Shit. That's a good one. I just see the king in like pain, right? Like convulsing or whatever.
Yes.
I will kind of saddle up towards where he is,
Okay.
and yeah, I'll use control another's pain.
Okay. All right.
So you guys just see me like grab onto his shoulders and kind of like this,
Would you, or would you just kind of,
and just like maybe it's more of this situation. Ozen's trying to make it look like she's like doing something medically, like
checking his
assisting.
pulse?
Yeah.
All right.
So let me roll for that. That's 3d6 for my control roll.
We're in the declaring phase right now. Remember,
yeah.
you declare from slowest to fastest, and then you actually perform from fastest to slowest.
Then I'm getting my dice ready.
That's fine. BL17 is going to just run up and try to stab the closest one.
Okay.
He's a simple droid of simple means. Sarah, what is Io going to do?
You said there were like people appearing on the table. I'm sorry.
It sounded like they had dropped down on the table, and then you see their legs where some of them have stepped off the table.
And we have no weapons on us, correct? We handed them all over.
The captain kept a dagger. BL17's got built-in blades in his fingers. Ozen, I think, has smuggled in her lightsaber because it's kind of disguised as, it's not something they would recognize as a weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, all she has is a blaster, so that would have been easy to find.
And then Keltzer, did Keltzer hand all her weapons over?
I think she has a She has
flamethrower.
what is it? A holdout blaster that she keeps strapped hidden?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you would have that. Basically, anything y'all managed to sneak in the time before, y'all could sneak in this time because they actually searched you less thoroughly this time.
Well, if they didn't search us. as thoroughly. She will pull out the holdout blaster and maybe try to. Well, she's gonna wait and see. Can she wait and see if they notice her or how aggressive they are being? And if they are start being aggressive to other civilians, she's gonna try and kneecap one of them.
Okay. You can do that, and particularly in this case, because they will have gone. They will go before you. So.
Okay. Yeah. And if they're acting aggressive, openly towards unarmed people, she will try to kneecap at least one of them.
Eric, what is the captain doing?
I already told you what he was gonna do.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the sneak attack.
Yep.
The assassins are going to attempt to drag the king and queen out from under the table and, stab the ever-loving mess out of them.
Et tu, Brute.
The rest of you are secondary targets.
Yep. I guess we're having a tug of war down there over the captain, or over the
The king.
Yeah, the king.
Yeah.
Rappy, what is Keltzer going to do?
She will pull out her blaster that she has on her and
it was
take
a holdout blaster, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And with that, she will take pop shots at the legs, the assassins.
All right.
I need more dice for this.
Exactly why I bought 3066.
No, I have to just grab my dice out. I keep it in the bag since I run to 2 other games on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Were you
So
expecting the captain to find a nuke somewhere?
No. It's just how
Maybe.
much come in the little Chessex thing.
I'm about to say, you just have one of those Chessex things like,
Yeah.
alright, I'm just gonna drop it. How much damage?
They're these little guys.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. I play Yahtzee with what? Your soul.
That's
All right, so
ominous.
going top to bottom. Keltzer, take your shot.
Are you
And they will not be
firing at one
rolling
of
their
the ones that has-
dodge because they do not know that you have blasters.
Phew.
27.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
You have got
Are you hitting one of the ones grabbing the king? Or attempting to?
If she can see their legs, yeah, she's taking their legs out from them.
Your legs are mine now.
You can leave,
Hand
but
them
you must
over.
you must leave your legs.
This is
Your legs
the
and your
same from-
dignity.
the scene from a Dimension 20 game that I'm not going to say anymore because that's spoilers.
All right. So this is y'all were sitting up, at the end of the head with the king. So this is basically point blank range. So you need a 5 to hit. What did Keltzer get?
You more than hit a 5.
More than a 5. One of my dice was a 5.
All right. So roll your
8,
damage.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. Because
Alright.
it's 3D, so.
So they make their roll with their strength. You said you did how much damage?
13.
Okay. They made the roll,
Oh.
so they take no damage. But they did not double your damage, so they are stunned for a round.
Yes.
So we'll call him Assassin 1 is stunned. A2, A3, A4, and A5. Alright, then it is the assassin's turn. A1 is, of course, stunned. Assassin 2 is reaching under, grabbing the king, and trying to pull him out. If Ozen's kind of like up at his chest area, then this guy has grabbed the king by the leg and starts to pull. Is Ozan going to play tug of war?
Absolutely. It's not gonna go well, but yes.
All right, give me a strength roll versus their strength roll.
All right. That is not a great roll, but okay.
15 is the number to beat.
Not even close. I got an 8.
All right. So he has pulled the king out in front of the table.
Okay.
A3 is going to attempt to stab the king.
Oh God, this really is a two brute.
Ooh, they're good with knives, aren't they? 'Alright, so that's a 11, 12, 23. They're using a knife, so the difficulty is 5. Damage is strength plus 1. Somebody give me a roll 2 dice for the king's strength.
8.
Alright, and they're rolling their strength plus 1. They got a 10.
He's wounded.
So yes, he is wounded. That was A3. A4, he's going to try to stab the king.
God.
What is this, a Roman Senate?
Why am I rolling dice? If they roll all ones, they're still going to stab the king.
You just like the sound and the tactile feel.
The tactile
You know, there is
feel
some truth to
is
that.
nice.
I love
just
my little
very
wooden tray.
satisfying.
I love my little wooden tray, the way it sounds when dice rolling.
Nice little click clack sounds.
Yeah, it's part of the experience of a tabletop game. It's free serotonin.
Yeah, that's why I like this sound.
Fair enough. Alright, somebody else give me another 2d6 roll for the king's strength.
Got it. It's 6.
They got a 17.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's dead.
So yeah, that doubles.
That
So he is
Wait,
that's
incapacitated.
15. That sorry, I rolled a 6.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Asking the important questions because I wasn't here. Were we already paid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but the captain asked for a collector's weapon because he likes to collect weapons. These assassins are killing the person he just requisitioned it from. Which means he's going to be getting in his ship once this is done. And there will be an army outside the walls. It's not going to be an army for very much longer.
Alright, so the king is
Wholesale
incapacitated. He is
slaughter
bleeding
is not a good
badly.
idea.
And then the last guy goes.
And just utterly obliterates him.
So somebody else give me a 2d6 roll. Ooh, y'all got a really good chance this time.
You know what?
I
6
already-
is the
I
number to
rolled
beat.
I'll roll. $12.
Alright, so you doubled the damage roll.
Uh-huh. So it doesn't take any damage.
So
Is
there
that
is
what it
no
works?
effect at all.
Right.
A.
Just is stabbing in a wound that's already been stabbed through.
Or he hit some decorative piece of the.
Yeah.
Or it didn't cut deep enough to really make him any more likely to
There's
die.
already a hole. He's like already stabbed through.
That would make it worse.
Just the mental image of that is like stab, stab, and he just cling. It like hits the stone floor. It's like, oh, he's already stabbed here.
Have any of you ever seen the Forrest Whitaker movie Ghost Dog?
Yes, that's why I'm laughing.
He has this mentor guy that he shoots. Because if he doesn't shoot him, the other mobsters will think they're in cahoots. Well, later on, he has to shoot the guy again, and he shoots him in the exact same spot. And when the guy complains about it, he's like, well, I didn't want to put too many holes in you. So, surprisingly, the king is still alive. Captain.
Shank.
So you come up out of the table.
Yeah.
Like I said, these guys look like locals.
Mm-hmm.
But where the locals usually wear clothes, these guys aren't wearing any clothes.
You don't care.
Oh, so we're shooting nudists?
Yes. So when you hit the knee, you're literally hitting the knee.
Fantastic. It's much easier to tell where the knee is on this species then.
15.
All right. Like I said, you're catching this one by surprise, so he's not going to get to dodge.
Mhm. Yeah, as he pops up with the dagger held in reverse grab, he flicks his
grip.
thumb up, and then it starts revving like a chainsaw.
Vibro blade.
It's a vibro dagger, yes.
All right. Roll your damage, and he
Listen
will roll
to
his
weed
strength.
whacker noises.
I'll say that's why I double checked it. It said its difficulty was easy to use. Because I know you said before, like, there's a thing of vibro blades is like a 15.
Mhm.
But I checked
Vibro
the stat.
blade. What kind of damage does that do?
It does strength plus 2d for a maximum of 6. Vibro dagger.
Yeah, that's doing more damage than the vibro sword.
Really?
The baseline vibro blade does strength plus a d6 plus 2. So I don't know where you found that thing at. Vibro bayonet does a d. Well, that also does a 1d plus 2.
Well, this one, vibro blades, does strength plus 3d.
Yes, I was gonna say Fireblade is 3D. That's why I couldn't use it, because it also has a higher requirement to like whack somebody.
Yeah, I don't know which edition of the game y'all found that in then.
I'm gonna check the.
Because this one's got the vibro blade, the vibro bayonet, and the vibro axe. Well, the bayonet's got a difficulty of 10. The blade and the axe have a difficulty of 15. And even the axe is only doing a strength plus 2.
See, I had
Or strength plus 2 dice.
I looked at the Talon vibro dagger.
I have no idea what a Talon vibro dagger is.
Let me.
Oh yeah, it is 1d plus 2. And the difficulty is like 15. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's in Gundoc's Fantastic Technology, Pirates and Privateers, and Rules of Engagement, the Rebel Spec Force Handbook.
Yeah, I don't think that was a first edition book.
It doesn't tell me if any of these are first edition. It just tells me what books they are.
Yeah. Let's go with the bayonet stats.
I don't know where that is. The vibro bayonet.
Yeah, it's a strength plus a d plus 2. The difficulty is 10 on it, so
it's
that strikes me as the closest
5,
to the knife.
Isn't easy as 5?
Easy's 10. Very
Easy's
easy's
10.
5.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Either way.
I have to be really good at what that means because Jedi.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Alrighty. Either way.
Yep.
Alright, 10, 16.
11.
He got a 20, so he is stunned.
Okay.
And we'll say that's number. We'll say that was number 5 that you stunned. Number 1 is no longer stunned. Oh wait, you said you rolled a what now?
11.
Yeah, he beat that. Okay. So he takes no
Beat
damage,
it, but he
but he
didn't
is
double it.
stunned.
Mhm.
So, visually you have cut him, just not severely.
Yeah.
Io.
Yeah.
Is she firing?
No knee is safe.
So 14 plus whatever math I need to add to that.
Alright, so you're firing at point blank range. So you'll need a 5 to hit.
Directly in the home of the kneecap.
Roll your damage.
8.
No, that's 2 1s. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He got a 16. He doubled it.
Rude.
BL 17. Somebody give me a roll for him. His brawling is 4.
Yeah, he got a 16.
All right, that's going to hit. Oh wait, they could choose to actively dodge him though, because they knew he was there.
Yes, but how many are focused on stabbing the king right now?
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from
Here.
taking a multiple action to dodge.
Fair enough.
They are minus the dice because there's most of them are.
They are
Many of
minus the
them are
dice because they've been
minus the
already
dice.
been taking actions. That is very true.
Yep. But also, some of them are stunned. So depending on which one he goes after.
Oops. Probably have I looked at the assassin stats and not the droid stats.
Yeah, I have the droid stats up too.
Okay. Alright, so there. I said dodge, but it'd probably be parry. Alright. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. What did BL get?
He got a 16.
Alright, so he slashes at him, but one of them spins back around, manages to block with his dagger, leaves a little arced trail of the king's
Arc.
blood behind him as he's swinging.
Mhm.
It's like he pulled it directly out of the king to protect himself.
Bing. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a pretty cool visual.
Okay.
Ozen.
I can no longer meet the DC for control another's pain. Because it is now moderate because he's incapacitated. You'll see Ozen kind of like struggle as the as the king gets pushed away, and she still grabs onto the legs as like a last ditch thing and tries to focus in, but just can't get it out.
Alright. And then Doc's running down the hallways. Alright, so next round, Doc. You will arrive at the door to the throne room, well, to the feasting hall. At the end of this round.
Okay.
Like I said, you got a little cadre of guys behind you. A couple of guards, a couple of doctors.
Still, I'm leading the charge.
I just pictured a droid running like deep, 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 deep. Lots of clicking.
Also clickety clackety. But sadly, I'm not rolling to attackety.
Ozen.
At least I got a few chuckles.
I shake my head.
Ozen is Ozen's gonna pop the guy who was like stunned directly next to the king. Just like one of the ones that got stunned.
Okay, well, he was only stunned for that round.
Well, he'll be up, so if he's
Now,
gonna stab me, he's gonna stab me. But
The one the captain stabbed is currently stunned.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going after.
All right.
Just.
All right. And what weapon are you using?
My fist,
Oh,
because I don't have my baton.
gotcha.
Rated E for everyone.
You've got your lightsaber. Use that.
No.
It just comes out from under the table. The captain doesn't know who's using it. Just zips.
I
From under
truthfully
the table,
thought
he
to
just
do
hears,
that.
"Holy
Like,
crap! I see Inquisitor again."
truthfully, I thought to cut the table in half as they were like standing on it.
Nice. All right. So
But,
give me your combat roll.
You're waiting for everyone else.
Oh, that's right.
Declarative.
BL-17 is going to continue slashing at his target. Io.
I'm gonna fire.
All right. The assassins. A1 going to stab the king again.
The king stabbing. Jeez, come on.
A2. Let's see. A2, I'm going to say he's going to engage with BL. He's going to attack BL. A3. Is going to try to stab Ozen. When Ozen comes out and attacks his buddy. A4. A4, rather than
Just
using
open
his
the battleship.
dagger, is going to crouch down with the blowgun and try to shoot at one of the people shooting from under the table.
Like when you say shooting at people, shooting at them like us?
Yes.
Are we the only ones shooting at him?
Io and Kelter are
Yes.
the only ones shooting.
All the other guards are knocked out.
Fantastic!
They're not great.
Bring it! These are the worst guards ever. I would like to talk to their boss. Oh, he's dead.
Getting stabbed right now.
I want to speak to the head of the guards. Oh, he's also unconscious.
And
Okay.
Kelter.
Yes.
You have heard what everybody else is going to do, so what is Kelter going to do?
Keep popping shots at legs.
Alright. Randomly, or is there somebody specific you want to hit?
The ones that are attacking the king.
Alright, so currently it's only A1 that's, the guy that was stunned last round, like, he wants to get his stab in, apparently.
Gotta get your murder on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys, I don't want to be left out.
Save some for me, man.
Alright, so Rappy, take your shot. Or I should say Kelter, take your shot. Or Rappy, take Kelter's shot. Yeah, whatever.
Many shots, take it.
Somebody shoot.
That thing from Trinity. Anyone, somebody fire!
27.
Okay. Point blank is a 5. He is going to dodge. Three, 4. He got a 15. And you said you got a what?
Well, I rolled a 27 to hit, and I made 16 damage.
Alright, so a 27 is definitely going to hit. He rolls his strength. You said it was how much damage?
27. No, 16. 16. Sorry. 16 damage.
Alright, he got a 14. So he is wounded. So he's at -1 dice for his actions going forward.
Good.
Then it is his action going forward. He stabs the king. Let's see. 1 dice down. He can still roll ones on all the dice and actually hit the king, though. So somebody give me a 2D roll for the king. Ooh, only got a 9. Who's rolling for the king?
I've rolled.
I'll do it. Take Jubas.
You did roll first.
I didn't say everybody roll for the king. I said somebody roll for the king. All right, but Dubas came up first. So that's a 6. He had to beat a 9.
I don't know what. I didn't know if there's any other bonuses. 6, correct?
No, he just got average strength.
Like how they have armor.
All right, so he was incapacitated. This would be another wound, so that's going to bump the incapacitated up to mortal wound. Which means he is completely unconscious, though that was kind of already a thing with the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Even more unconscious. Extra unconscious.
Well, technically, while incapacitated, there's still some stuff that you could do. Like I said, if he didn't have the poison on him. If he takes any more injury after this, though, that's just, auto kill, basically. Right now, his blood's just pooling around him. It's creeping back under the table towards the rest of you.
Very Game of Thrones.
Yeah, someone getting stabbed at a dinner? Yeah.
There's lots of places, though. Somebody roll for BL-17.
I will. What am I rolling?
You have a stat block up.
Okay. Wait, is he attacking right now?
BL-17, yeah, he's trying to he's trying to slash at one of the assassins. He's got the finger.
Would not. Yeah, but wouldn't the people with higher dex go first? He only has a 3D to dex.
Hang on, I may have bumped down my initiative by mistake. It should have been Rappy, assassins. Then it should have been you.
Yeah.
You skipped a couple assassins.
Yep. Oh yeah, I did skip all the assassins.
That's
Thanks,
fine.
Thanks.
That's fine.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'd forgotten. I was so focused on the one.
You were just about to figure it out. I'm not the bad guy here. You're gaslighting my party. Again.
All right, so A1 stab the king. We covered that one. A2 is attacking.
I know one of them was firing back at us.
Yeah, but A2 is attacking BL-17. That's the one he's engaged in. They're in a knife fight.
Gotcha.
19 is the number to beat. If he's dodging.
Yeah, he'll use his brawling parry.
Okay.
That'd be 11 plus whatever the difficulty is.
7 plus 5, I think.
Yeah, 5 because it's just a regular old knife that he's using.
Okay, so
16 total?
16. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a 19, so that's a hit. The knife does strength plus 1 damage. So give me a strength roll for BL-17.
Let me try to figure out what's stamina on this.
It does not exist.
Okay.
Yeah, you roll your strength to resist damage.
Okay. Well, yeah,
it's kind of your strength body. Con, all that
Gotcha.
together.
I got a 5.
Oop.
Yeah, 3 and 2 ones.
Oh no.
All right, he got 15 damage.
Jesus.
It goes back down.
So that's 3 times the damage.
Yep.
So let's see. So yeah, he kind of zips up, brings the knife down into a joint. Some kind of way gets into a joint around BL's neck, and from where you're standing, you just see the lights and Bill's eyes go off, and he falls back. It must have clipped a power cord or something in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was
not a
waiting
lot
for
of
that.
physical
Oh,
damage to the
not
armor
again.
or to the chassis. It's just kind of
Oh,
a weak
bother.
spot in there. Frankly, the assassin looks kind of surprised that worked. And then let's see. A3 is going to try to stab Ozin because Ozin's tugging on the king.
No, I'm punching a guy now. But yes.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, he's stabbing at you anyway.
Mhm.
Heck, he may be the one you were trying to punch.
Yeah.
You got a 16 to hit.
I'll try to dodge. No.
All right, give me a strength roll.
That's better.
12 is the number to beat.
Oh, wait, I roll another dice because Blast Fest. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So you're short by 1.
I'm short by 1.
So you're wounded.
Yes, I am.
Assassin 4 is using the blowgun. He is going to shoot at Keltzer. $12, 15, 16, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to try to dodge?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what did you get?
From my roll for dodge?
Yes.
$25.
Yeesh. Alright, so that's plus the 5 he had to have, so that's really a 30 he'd have to beat. Yeah, he misses. He misses bad. And then A5 is stunned. So then we drop down to the captain.
Wait, am I stunned or not at all?
No, he missed you. There was no
Okay.
strength roll versus damage there. He missed.
Okay.
He is going to go stab the one that just attacked his droid.
Alright, so you step past the one you already stunned.
Oh, is he still stunned?
Yeah, this is the round that he's stunned.
What would that do for the melee?
He's at -1 dice. If he tried to dodge you or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, he'll attack the one that is stunned then.
Okay. Well, he will try to parry, but at his disadvantage.
It's a 14.
He got a 10.
Okay.
So he is wounded.
Yeah, I got a 14 for the damage.
Oh, that's right. That was the dodge roll, not the actual damage roll. All right, so strength roll. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got a 10 total. You said you got a what? What for damage?
14.
Okay, so yeah, he is wounded.
Wounded.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Io.
Taking a shot at that guy. Unless, can she take a shot in movement, or would I have had to declare that?
You can go ahead and move. Yes.
Can I make that movement, taking a shot, and then trying to all of her tiny self tackle one of the assassins?
All right, that's
not harm them. Okay.
Yeah, just be multiple actions. So movement, you're basically getting out from under the table.
Okay.
And to one of the guys, no problem there. So the actual multiple action would be you'd be shooting one of them and tackling one of them.
Okay. She's gonna try and whichever one would not possibly further damage the king. She doesn't want to tackle a guy holding a knife to the king into the king. One of the ones not actively engaged in the Sab Fest.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Okay.
I think it's just A1 stabbing the king right now.
I'm assuming you'd have to shoot first.
Yeah, she will shoot and then
Alright, so who are you shooting?
Which one is not engaged with the king?
Alright, you've got one guy stabbing the king currently.
And one with the
wounded.
One playing with the droid.
One
being surprised that he turned him off. One shooting at us.
One shooting at you. One trying to stab Ozen, and one stunned.
One successfully stabbing Ozen.
Ah, well, you know.
Biggest threat is the one. Well, are they which one's closest? Are they all just kind of there?
Y'all are all clustered up at the end of this table. It's a big table, but y'all are all kind of clustered up at one end of this table. So, technically, if you rolled out on one side, you'd be closer. Are you rolling out on the side, the captain zone, or the other side?
One. She'll try and make to the one stabbing Ozen because she fears then Ozen can at least try and get the one stabbing the king.
Okay.
Okay. What does that mean for my dice? Is it less on blaster fire?
I believe it is one less dice for each action.
Okay.
After the first action.
That's right.
After
the blast would be like normal, and then the tackle will be one dice less.
Okay. 17 on the blaster.
That's not bad. And that is going on the. You said you're shooting the one by Ozen.
Mm-hmm.
He will attempt to dodge, making it a multiple action, so he loses a dice. Ooh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got an 8. So that's a hit.
8 plus 5. Yep.
Yay.
Roll damage versus his strength.
8. Remarkably average.
2's all the way down. That's under average.
Yeah.
All right. So that is a 12. So he is not wounded, but he is stunned. So he will not be taking an action next round.
You will also have a Twi'lek trying to punch him in the face. Or blast him in the face, whichever one. Do I need to roll anything for tackle?
Who are you? Are you tackling the same one you shot, or?
Yeah, the one that. Well, if she sees that guy's stunned, then she will go for another one, and I'll let you pick.
But you said not the one on the king.
Not the one on the king, because she doesn't want to stab the knife into the king by tackling the guy.
Gotcha. Okay, you tackle the blow dart. The guy with the blow dart. The guy that's crouched down, blowing the dart. Or trying to...
Okay.
So give me a... brawl.
Okay. I don't have brawl on here. I have brawling parry.
It's in strength.
Oh, it's in strength. That would explain it. Oh, yeah, this is gonna go great, guys. I should have checked that first. A 5.
Ooh,
Technically the DC.
1 dice.
Hey, it's better than what I'm about to do because I don't have any dice in that anymore. Because I can't punch him.
Lightsaber whip him.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this, but I feel the urge to try.
Did you roll like all 6s or something?
Well,
Ones.
that one's
That's
a
a one.
1. That one's a 1. And this one up here is a 1. And he
The
doesn't
gods
actually have.
smiled.
He doesn't actually have brawling parry.
I love it when a plan comes together.
So you tackle him?
He has his weapon thing.
Io is just as surprised as everyone else is right now.
So yeah, you just plow.
I was not expecting this to work!
Mm-mm-mm.
The dice tell their own story.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know if there's specific grappling rules or not. But we're gonna make it strength checks. Well, brawling checks.
Oh no.
Okay, you currently have him in a headlock.
Somehow, I was just as confused as the guy.
I'm
He's
gonna
sitting
keep
there.
pretending this worked.
And he's trying to put another dart in the tube,
Make it
and
till you
then
make
here
it!
she comes.
Make it till you make it!
Yeah.
Well, that's how you do it. You're like catching him on a reload. You just blindside him.
All right, now
rolled a-
BL-17.
He rolled a 1 on reload, it's fine.
He's down.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. Ozen.
No longer punch. I dodged, so that's 1 dice. I got stabbed, so that's another dice.
How is you getting stabbed a dice? Oh,
I'm
because you
wounded.
wounded. Gotcha. All right, Doc, you
Uh,
arrive at the door. You see this scene before you.
So
You
do the
see,
guards, I
you see
imagine.
BL-17 is down. You see the captain's up fighting a couple of guys. You get there just in time to see Ozen in midair, like she's just come off the top rope
Io.
into this guy. Io, excuse me. Ozen is stepping back with like a bleeding wound. The king is all stabbed up. The queen and several guards around the rooms and being in slight convulsions. Clearly, you just cannot leave these people alone anymore.
That's fair. It really is.
Doc is like the most strapped person out of all of us right now.
So declarations, Doc. What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing?
So there's still someone stabbing the king. Yeah.
There looks like there's still one guy trying to stab the king. And of course, you see other people hiding up under the table.
Right now, his ultimate goal is to actually save the king. Long live the king. But crap. I am trying to think. I guess if anything right now, if no one is attacking the queen, he'll try to go for her.
Okay.
See if try to see if what he can do for her.
All right. She is not stabbed, but you can tell she's some sort of effect. Like I said, like her and some of the guards are like convulsing slightly.
Yeah.
While while he kind of turns himself enough for the people behind him to hear the king is in grave danger. Please help me assisting.
All right. So you're moving into the room because technically movement goes down in this declaratory phase. All right. So you are moving towards the queen, which everybody of importance is basically up at one end of the table, so they're all clustered kind of close together. Let's see, the king got drug under the table, but I don't think the queen got drug under the table, so she's just kind of laying out there, people stepping around her as they're fighting.
I also want to pull her in. as she's like pulling in dignitaries.
Ozen, what is Ozen going to do this round?
Jesus Christ, I have no fucking idea.
Believe.
That's a mood.
The guy that was like whooping me got stunned, so. Oh man.
Tackling really worked for Io, I'm just saying.
I think I'm gonna go up to the guy who stabbing the king and just like yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna try to stop the assassination of this king. It's my lightsaber. Trust it in the force again.
Alright.
Io, I just told you
No, the
24 hours ago.
the proper response from Io is, "Holy shit, you're a Jedi? Who knew? Certainly not me."
I never knew about this. Io, like, oh, thank God, the guilt is off of me.
Alright, so that's what Deka is doing, or what Ozen is doing. BL-17 is out. What is Io doing?
It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission sometimes.
Or is she
Yeah.
trying to maintain her grapple?
She's gonna try to maintain the grapple because she's just as shocked as this guy is probably that it's working. Like, all right, I guess we're doing this, and just attempts to continue to put him in a chokehold or like punch him in the back of the neck or something. I don't know. She's not melee based. She's winging the heck out of this.
Fair.
Just
So
brawling.
really, she's got her
kicks.
arms wrapped around his neck, just like grabbing his nose and tugging on it or something.
Just like
doing
sticking the fingers
this
up the
thing.
nose.
Yep.
She's aiming for the eyes, but all she's getting is nose. So, contested
Like
brawling.
beak, because
Oh, yeah,
we're
beak.
avian folk.
No, they don't have beaks. They've got kind of snouts. They're more dinosaur than bird, but yeah.
Directly into the dino snout.
All right,
Very
Captain. What are you doing this round? On which one?
The one that is currently still buried in. It's vibrating. He's gonna keep sawing if he can.
Oh, so that was the one that was stunned last round that you wounded. Okay.
Yeah.
Long may he
Alright.
continue to be stunned.
Then it's the assassins. A1 is going to.
See somebody with a lightsaber pull up on them.
You done fucked around and found out, boyo.
He's going to dodge whatever it is that Ozen is doing, and then try to stab Ozen.
Okay.
Assassin 2, who just took out BL-17, is going to come to his buddy's aid and go after the captain. A3 is the one that was already stabbing Ozen. Is stunned this round.
Right over there?
Don't mind me. I'm bug murdering.
Okay. You
The
look
guy
like a
with
cat
the
chasing
bow-
something.
The guy with the blowgun is the one that has been tackled. He is going to try to get away from Io.
Yeah, I just look over and there's this weird beetle thing just crawling on the wall next to my head. I'm like, yeah, nope, you gotta die.
And A5 is going to try to stab the captain. Got the captain stabbing him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fine.
So, Keltsor, what are you doing?
Shooting.
Alright. Well, you're the first one that actually gets to go, so go ahead and do your shooting. Who are you shooting?
We're shooting.
They're not stabbing the king anymore, right?
Nobody is currently trying to stab the king.
Okay, good.
Everybody is distracted.
Something about pulling out a lightsaber.
Yes. So the person closest to her.
Well, the saber hasn't come out yet. That's when your
Yep.
action actually goes down.
Yep. It's really good at seeing these like pockets of time where she could just like go forward, do something really stupid.
28.
All right, which one are you shooting?
Whoever's closest to me.
Let's see. You're under the table.
Yep. Whatever legs I can see.
Let's see. Even, you'll shoot the one the captain's fighting. Odd, you'll shoot the one
captain.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that.
No, I take that back.
Odd, you'll shoot A1. Who's the one Ozen is
Even.
approaching.
Okay.
Pardon?
Okay. You said even one, odd the other.
Right.
Do you want me to roll for that, or are you rolling for that?
I'll just roll it. I rolled a
Okay.
3. So you were shooting A1.
Mhm.
And you got a what on the shoot? He's not going to dodge because he doesn't see it coming.
Okay, now I guess I roll the damage, right?
Right. As long as your attack roll was 5 or higher, I guess.
Oh yeah, it
You're
was.
You're still in point blank.
28, something like that.
Yeah. He'll roll his. Too many dice. There's a strength.
13 for damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wounded.
So he is wounded.
Part of me would have like.
He was already wounded, so now he is incapacitated.
Yeah.
Which means he's at -2 dice
Cool.
for any actions.
Part of me would have wished he like stunned him, so he doesn't go back to stabbing.
Well, he's not going to be very good at stabbing now.
Yeah.
And then it's the assassin's go, and the guy that's not very good at stabbing is going to stab.
Okay.
But he's at -2 dice. He is trying to stab. Yeah, that was what Ozen was going after. So he's trying to stab Ozen.
Yep, I'll dodge. That's. You guys get some trusting in the force.
He got a 10.
All right. That hits. I rolled like shit for that one.
All right, what'd you roll?
Yeah, just
4
barely.
plus
hits.
the 5. It's a 9. So
5.
yep, it still hits.
Yep.
3
3 dice for strength roll.
That's right. He has his strength +1.
6.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm hit again. Not double or anything. It's just.
Okay, so another wound. You were already wounded, so now you're incapacitated. So.
Get the lightsaber. Ah!
Alright.
Alright. That was A1. A2 is going after Cap. 5, 10, 13, 17. Are you going to parry?
Yeah, I'm gonna make the attempt.
Okay.
13 plus difficulty.
Plus difficulty of 5, so that's 18. Alright, you beat him?
Mhm.
So yeah, he stabs at you. You brush it aside. A3 is stunned. Blow dart guy is going to try to escape from Io's grapple. So let's see. So Io, I'm going to need you to give me a strength roll.
I did a strength roll in there.
Oh,
My
that's right,
strength
you
and
already
brawling
rolled.
are the same.
He got a 9. So you're holding him.
This tiny, angry Twi'lek.
I mean, if it works, it works.
The chokehold now involves Liku.
That's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea, but she's running on adrenaline and stupidity.
Okay.
Alright, so that was blow dart. And then that guy. Alright, the guy the captain has been stabbing is going to try to stab the captain now.
Okay.
He has less dice to do the stabby with,
Does
Think about
that
the
does that parry still function, or do I have to make another roll?
You roll again.
Okay.
I believe you have to roll per attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, because your parries and dodges will go down the more attacks you have to dodge in a round. So yeah, you have to keep rolling.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
All right. Even with the +5 baseline
it's
difficulty.
It's half
Okay.
with the baseline difficulty.
All right. So give me a strength roll.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget any armor you might be wearing. If you're wearing armor.
Yeah.
He got a 12.
I also got a 12.
All right. So you don't take a wound, but you are stunned.
Okay.
So then it would be your go, but you're stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Io.
Gonna try to punch the guy while she's got him grappled.
All right.
One less dice, since she's like actively grappling him, I guess.
I don't think you'd be able to like
Yeah.
dodge. At least that's like the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say one less dice.
All right.
You're not really rolling to keep him grappled this go around exactly. But it's definitely something you'd be doing. So
We're doing really good with this one dice here, guys.
Hey, that's a hit.
all right. So he's going to try to.
So that's what I'm saying. Can he dodge if he's like being grappled?
Well, he could be trying to wiggle around and not let her
Alright.
land a good punch.
Maybe like trying to make it hit in like a less painful area, like a more like.
She's trying to punch him in the nose. He lowers it so it catches in the forehead, kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got to beat a 6. He's already tried to escape, so he's 1 dice down. He's rolling 2. He's only rolling 2 dice for this, so.
May the odds be ever in my favor.
A 5 and a 3, so that's an 8.
You do
What's
stun
that?
him though.
No, this wasn't the
No.
damage thing. This was
Oh,
just the
sorry.
This is a hit to hit.
Yeah.
roll.
So yeah, he wiggles around. You're making contact, but you're not getting a good enough of a strike in to really do anything.
Just at least keeping him busy.
Yeah. Ozen.
Oh boy. All right. I have to roll really high because I lost a dice. Getting fucking shanked.
Now this is when you snap. Now the snap hiss is happening because
Yep.
you're taking a swing, right?
5, 6, 7. Nope. I don't hit. I don't even make the DC.
Even
It
trusting in
looks
the
really
force
cool
and
in her
everything
head and then nothing. Yep. So I went down to 2 dice. Because
doubling
I
that's
got
only a 4.
stabbed. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there's a snap hiss. What color is it again?
Purple.
So yeah, everybody
stab-
sees that.
She might like even swing forward and be like, "I'm done with this." Beat the shit. But she's like holding it in the air now as she misses, just to be, it's like I meant
Dramatic.
to miss. Yeah, dramatic effect.
Somewhere IO.
Doc, you have run up to the queen. She's clearly having some sort of. If you were looking at her by herself, like in a clinic setting, you might go maybe an allergic reaction. Given all the people laid out, clearly this is poison.
Is it-
Alrighty.
Is it a free action for IOTL that she had a dart? It's under the table.
And you do see a little pinprick that's bleeding where the dart probably went in. But it curse these droid lips, you can't suck the poison out.
Hate that.
That's a visual.
No. The visual is picturing the droid that is designed to suck out poison.
That's a worse visual. I hate that more.
Oh, it's like a lamprey mouth.
I was just picturing like that vacuum cleaner that has the face painted on the side of it.
All right, Doc. So, what are we trying to do?
Whatever I can be allowed to do to stabilize or see about.
Okay. Well, you've got kind of a built-in med pack.
Yeah, using what I have to actually like stabilize her to nullify the poison.
Okay. Give me a medicine roll then.
Alrighty. Please.
Hey.
All right, this is a difficult check, so you need a 20. You got a 25. So you quickly cobble together just a little kind of general, you look at her, you diagnose what, the general category of poison. Is it a neurotoxin? Is it, this, that, or the other? It looks like one that's got to be directly administered to the bloodstream, probably. So you cobble together something that you think will help counteract that, and you shoot her up with it. Within a few seconds, the little convulsions have stopped. She's still unconscious, of course, but you are confident that she's not about to die for whatever this was.
That's one saved. An entire room full to go.
All right, and that is the last action of the round.
What about the guards?
What are the guards and other doctors doing?
Oh, that's right.
We have more combatants on the field.
The two doctors approach the nearest guards and start kind of working with them. They don't have anything on them, really. It's more like they're in the diagnosis phase. The two guards will charge.
Hopefully the assailant on the king. Hopefully.
It's like, save your king, dang it.
I feel like they see the lightsaber. They're like, maybe not.
Yeah, you got a fair point there. They're going after the stunned one that had previously been trying to stab Ozen.
They shooting bows?
No, they're running it with swords.
Okay.
Let's see, that guy's stunned, so he's at -1 to dodge. First one misses.
Missed the stun target.
But the second one hits. Somebody give me a 2d6 plus. What does the sword give you? Well, they don't have just a plain old sword, huh? Strength plus 1d plus 1.
They gave you a 2D and it's a +1.
One more dice.
One more dice and then a +1 added onto the total.
Alright, well, there's 10 there.
10.
11, 12 total.
Yeah.
Longsword, broadsword, strength plus 2d, maximum 60.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 12. I screwed up that dice roll.
He got an 11, so he is wounded. See, he was already stunned, but now he's wounded. Though this was the round he was stunned, so the stun would be gone. . All right, and then start another round, and we'll run through this round because this hopefully we'll wrap it up. But we're right at the 9 o'clock mark, so if we don't finish it this round, we'll just have to hold off till. Doc, what are you doing this round?
Is there anyone near me I can assist with that is not currently being tied down by enemies?
There's several more guards that are laid out. You can walk to any of them. You can walk over to any of them and start working on them. You could drag the queen to safety. There's all kinds of stuff.
They'll drag the queen to safety.
Okay. So no roll involved in that, as long as you've got what 2d6 strength.
Good question.
As long as you've got like an average strength, you can pull her to safety, assuming nobody interferes.
Yeah, it's 2d plus 1.
Okay. Io.
You missed one.
Oh, that's right. Decker goes before Io. Sorry.
Or at least declaring.
Ozen.
Ozen holds her lightsaber up and is like, I've had enough of everybody here's petty squabbles. Everyone leave now, or I'll vaporize you. And she holds the lightsaber up to this person in front of her.
And the guard's like, well, F the king then.
We're out, fam.
The assassins, not the fucking.
You didn't
Just
specify.
everyone.
Io.
After having a significant look of, like, didn't we just talk about this less than 24 hours ago?
Yeah, well, yep.
And just continues to punch on the guy that she's grappling.
Captain. Captain Iria.
Aria.
There
Just when you think you get
is
watch it again.
there is a brief golden molten look of sheer fury hearing the snap hiss of that lightsaber.
Back to stabbing. More aggressive stabbing.
You know what? Because I have said he is the dark half of his twin.
Yep.
He will channel the force in his fury to stab this assassin again that he's on.
All right.
So he will do so with dark intent.
Gotcha.
Still trusting in the force.
He will do it to inflict mortal wound to try to kill him.
Okay. The assassins are going to try to bug out.
Okay.
They do not have the number advantage. There are more people with weapons showing. There are more people here with weapons than they expected. More people with weapons are showing up. And that whatever she is over there has apparently got a magic sword. It's time to go.
Woo! Intimidation worked.
Keltzer.
Still shooting? Right? Because
Yeah.
they haven't stopped to run yet.
Not yet.
Not from the lightsaber.
Oh wait. Yeah, because you do your movement portion during the declaration phase, so you can tell that all of them except the one being grappled, and the stunned one. Well, no, the stunned one can move. It just minus dice. So other than the one being grappled, the rest of them are all pulling back away from the table.
And he's still going to take a pop shot.
Okay, that's fine.
The thing is, I hear all these D6s and I'm thinking, oh, are we playing the Empire Man? Or do we have the blasters ready? The pea shooters.
Mm-hmm. The last guns.
Or better yet, the real expensive flashlights.
27.
All right.
Tap a guy on the way out.
Trying to.
All right, that hit. Roll
Hey,
damage.
Dick.
14.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He got a 10. I'm going to say you were hitting A5, who was already wounded, so he's incapacitated. So he's at -2 dice to anything he tries to do.
Or he's just leaving.
Yeah. Then the assassins go. They all run to the wall. As they're running, you see them reach in and they pull out these things, but basically, not quite gloves, but kind of like these like climbing claw kind of things.
Oh, the little yeah.
It's
I know what you're talking about.
Does the one that Io's grappling escaper?
He's about to try.
Okay.
He has not currently run off, but
I'll let the guy who for the sake of it, the guy A1 is still like left, even though there's a lightsaber by his face. So fair enough.
Yeah, he ran off.
Yeah, no,
There's no
that's
tax
fine.
opportunity.
No, I understand that. It's for flavor.
What is it he's trying to do? Ah, yes. All right. So give me a strength roll.
Trusting in the Force, is that something anybody can do?
Yes, everybody's got at least 1 force point.
Okay. That gives me another D6.
That doubles whatever your dice pool is.
So you're 4.
Fantastic. I should probably correct that.
Yep.
12? She's like, you ain't going nowhere.
You almost doubled him.
Just choke him out there.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. We have questions, you have answers.
Captain Iria. You're up.
Yeah, the one he was attacking, can he still get to them?
You could throw your knife at him.
How fast is their movement speed?
You could probably run over and stab him as he's starting to climb up the wall.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
He said he is channeling his rage. So.
Kill Bill Sirens.
This doesn't double damage, does it? Just the attack roll?
No, just the attack roll.
Okay. Ow!
Okay.
That's a near max roll.
So what you're saying is you hit the guy.
Just like stab him off the thing.
Well, he's going to attempt to dodge.
Embed it in his spine and drag him down.
So that's a 16 total, counting in the difficulty,
33. No, 34 because of the +1.
Very nice.
The captain is angry.
He's a little angry.
Depending on how in tune Ozen is, he's definitely channeling the dark side a bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ozen's like holding this like very threateningly, but everyone's leaving, and she just sees Ayrton go over there, just like whoa, like whoa, chill out there.
I mean, I am playing the role that I have said as he is the dark side to his twin sister's light.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
You take a dark side point, of course. All right.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Alright, I take 1 dark side point, I lose the force point. Okay.
And don't forget, the strength portion of this roll is doubled.
Oh, that answers that question then.
Yeah. Double.
It does.
Weapon damage dice. If your weapon gives you extra dice, that does not double, but the strength portion doubles.
Right.
So, my lightsaber is added adds dice because it uses the control skill. Does the control roll die doubled?
Captain is angry.
I'll have to look that up. I think it would, but I'd have to look that up.
Because
Alright,
I think that's the same thing.
What did the captain get?
23 for damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you said you got a what?
23.
Didn't quite double it, unfortunately.
Nope.
But hey, still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But the one you were going after was, I think, already incapacitated.
Mhm.
So he dropped
Yeah.
unconscious, mortally wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Io.
Going to continue to try to.
Noogie knock this guy.
Yeah.
Say
This dice is also doubled.
I would like to say too, it's not like he's screaming incoherently blind rage channel.
It's like terrifying quiet rage.
It looks extremely fluid and practiced.
Mhm.
Like no excess movement, no like Kill Bill siren, extra stabbing, psycho. Is just a quick like up, and he like jams it right in the sweet spot, and then just off the wall.
All right.
20 for brawling.
He got a 17. So that is a hit. That's a 17 with the baseline difficulty factored in. So roll your damage versus his.
Your strength
What
doubled.
do I? Oh, strength doubled.
Because you're using your fist, right? Yep. So double your strength again.
Oh yeah, because she burned her force point. Yeah.
15.
15.
All right. He got a 16.
He's stunned.
But
Good
he is
job.
stunned
Finally went to sleep.
for a turn.
Kind of looks up, sees everything going on, like, oh shit.
Captain just rips somebody off the wall and into the ground.
Bosun's over there with a lightsaber.
I think
Doc's got somebody under the table.
I think as the assassins leave, and I assume that like concludes combat there, unless there's anything else going on.
All right.
Well, we
It's
still got
Ozen's turn.
Doc
So what's Ozen going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, that was what she was doing. She was just threatening.
Oh,
Pulls
okay,
out the
okay.
lights. It's just threateningly yelling at them to leave, and they left.
And
So as
Doc,
far as she's concerned, mission accomplished.
all right, and Doc has gotten the queen kind of safe back over kind of to the door.
Yep.
So at this point, the remaining assassins that had already started climbing will get away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, theoretically, Keltzer could probably come out of the table and maybe peg one of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the
and
one
the
that's
one,
incapacitated
you know,
just
with
caught
everybody
that one.
grouping in here, the one Sarah has got pinned down, yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Ozen ignites the lightsaber and leaves. She has finally like grasped the situation at hand, sees this guy move with like some dark side energy. I'm like, leaves.
I gotta go.
You slip out of the confusion as more guards come flooding in.
Mhm.
With combat over, I'm going to assume that Doc goes around treating everybody.
Oh, you know it.
You know, the
Drop the
poisoned people
captain.
first, and then the bleeding people.
Or not drop the king from mortally injured to incapacitated.
Hey, it's a step up.
Yeah.
So we will wrap here
Capacity's
with
better than
Ozen
dead.
slipping out amongst the crowd as the crowd comes flooding in, and you know, people are hurrying over and fussing over all the injured people.
Just-
Mhm.
All Assassin's Creed. They're just blending into a crowd.
Nobody's thinking about it or anything, but one of you might look up and notice it's almost like there's a circle around the captain that nobody's really trying to get that close to him.
They're not invading that personal space bubble.
And maybe it's that look on his face like, you know, I wish I could stab that guy another time or two, but he's already gone.
It's more like it's a completely blank, utterly 100% emotionless mask.
What's that look on his face? That's the look of murder.
Yep.
Uh,
And actually, it like if he'll look up at Io, is like he'll look up at them and be like, "Is that the one we're interrogating?"
Ooh.
but anyway, so this crowded, chaotic scene in the throne room is where we'll wrap. We will come back next week to find out who these people are that have attacked. You know, if they're related to the army outside, how they were able to avoid detection.
Camouflage.
All this and more.
These
will be
guys
answered next
suck.
week.
Well, that too. But
Yeah.
You know,
Something.
all that and more as the captain ponders, am I going to get my money's worth out of that droid?
This droid sucks, man.
My dice sucked on that roll. Let's be real. They rolled almost minimum for his strength roll.
So anyway, I hope everybody out there watching, because we had a decent few people come through tonight.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you. Hope you'll come back next week.
Yep.
Yep.
But this is not the only show Diary puts on throughout the week. Jeremy, what else have we got?
Well, first off, welcome those of you who came in.
Hey.
We put shows on virtually every day at this point. We have some that are on hiatus, and I'll get to that in a second. So you can join us tomorrow with Dungeon Master JT as they all go through False Color Knights. Thursday is Pink Rambo going through A Knight's Ransom. Friday's a day where sometimes the DMs of the Dire Bear will get together and do stuff. Don't know if anything's going on this week. I think Jason would have better. Okay, so every now and again they'll get together, play Jackbox or something, and it's usually a pretty good time. Saturday is the Stolen Cities with the Lore Keeper Alex. Sunday is Vernheim with Storyteller Trail, and these are all Dungeons & Dragons games. We are so far the only one who aren't playing D&D, which more power to them, I guess.
Fair enough.
See, and our Monday show is still nice.
Yes, and our Monday show is still on the break. Those should be coming back pretty soon. If Otter's in the chat, he can correct me. And then come back to us on Tuesday for more Star Wars.
Remnant Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Actual play.
I guess we need to get the whole thing out there.
We need to keep saying the whole thing so that Disney doesn't come at us.